It starts with silence. It's been sitting there for 40,000 years. Masterpieces of Ice Age art, bison painted in red and black, horses with flaring nostrils, deer leaping like they were running from God. And, as always, human hands pressed into the stone like a signature. Altamira, a miracle, a masterpiece in red ochre. First drawings are 36,000 years old, maybe more. It was a struggle to decide when to make this episode. This is chronological art history, but there were no firm agreements on how old the paintings of Altamira are. For decades, scientists have argued over the dates. The cave gave its secret slowly. In 2008, uranium-thorium dating suggested that the paintings were not made all at once, but over a span of nearly 20,000 years. A red claviform symbol on the ceiling was dated over 36,000 years ago. Bison, nearby, was 14,000 years old. The same ceiling, the same stone. They found the cave by accident, as all the good things in life. Marcelino de Sautola, a Spanish lawyer and enthusiast archaeologist, they even dare to say amateur, explored the caves of northern Spain. One day, in 1879, he brought his 10-year-old daughter Maria with him into the cave. She went into the cave, looked up, and said, "Papa, look, bulls." And just like that, history cracked open. He told the world what they have found. And the world laughed, said that no caveman could paint like that, said he was a liar. He died before they ever said sorry. It took 20 years for the experts to catch up, 20 years before they admitted to the truth, that long before history began, someone was already making art with nothing but earth, fire, and need to be seen. The art of Altamira was first ever found. Others followed. Altamira was first to scream from the stone. The cave is closed. Too many footsteps, too much breath. But the replica stands nearby. The cave winds for 300 meters beneath the earth. Once, long before cities or empires, the people who painted the cave lived near the sea. Imagine the salt in their stories, the seagulls crying in the background. Imagine them by the coast, spear in the hand, casting nets, chasing fish like it was the only thing that mattered. Fish fed them, shellfish too. They left behind not only tools and bones, but something stranger, something enduring, art. No other cave in Spain, in all of Europe, holds what Altamira does. It's not only the detail or color, it's the feeling. They had burins chipped into little chisels. They had flint. They made needles, spear points, art. Some of those spearheads were so fine, so symmetrical, they looked like leaves. Some points were attached into the shaft, others were glued, but all wrapped with plant fibers. They were made to last. You don't go against a reindeer or a boar with something you don't trust. There are 800 artworks screaming from the rock. 800 chances to say, I was here, I saw this, I made this. They're everywhere. Bison, horses, deer, hands, drawn like they were carved from the soul, some others just a line, as someone had to leave something behind before the light went out. The ceiling art does not conform to any alignment or proportion of size, and some images overlapped others. The famous ceiling alone got the whole herd, 25 bison. They seem as they could stampede right through the time and crush the observer. Underneath it all, symbols, claviforms, signs, marks we can't read. The cave breaks into 3 chambers, like chapters in a book nobody finished writing. First, the chamber of frescoes. That's the one they all talk about. Bison, horses, deer, tangled in pigment and shadow, as if the sky collapsed and left its dream behind. Then there are the chamber of the hole, deep and raw. The kind of place you crawl into, not walk. And finally, way out the back, the horse tail, a passage thin and riding like the end of a thought. Bare tracks, 16 centimeters wide, 24 long. One claw, sharp and lonely, 9 centimeters of ancient muscle and meat. Paintings are made from hollow bird bones, cleaned out and cut sharp. One bone in the ochre water, the other in the mouth. Blow hard enough, and it sprays a fine red mist across the stone. Breath turned into color. You have to respect that kind of work. The leaping bison, others say he's lying down. Either way, it's magnificent. Painted across a natural bulge in the ceiling, its shape dictated by stone. And then there's my favorite, the black bull in motion. The legs blur, multiply. Odin's 8-legged horse, thousands of years before. A dream slipping through the cracks of memory and myth. It wasn't just a bull, it was a moment, and the artist caught it. They left handprints on the wall, some by blowing ochre over their hands, others by smearing the stuff right on the skin and pressing it on the stone. Was this a marking of a territory? Was this a singing to the world? A natural bump in the wall. The rock had shaped it, and the painter came along and said, "That's the face." The artist saw something in the stone, or maybe the artist knew something about the way the earth speaks. They made symbols, something sacred for the soul. The lines and triangles. They're everywhere. Black marks, red ribbons, letters, flags. Some are scratched, others painted in clean brush strokes. Whoever made them knew what they were doing. This was a ritual, a code, maybe even a language. The meaning is lost forever. There are animals everywhere, drawn and etched into the stone. Some of them are faint, barely visible. Others are deeper, cut with more force, more purpose. They didn't paint these animals. They carved them slowly, patiently, with reverence, with care. They were acts of devotion. One of them 50 centimeters long. Another hind, smaller, 43 centimeters. There is a large red deer, 66 centimeters long, standing on the right side of the ceiling. The people kept drawing, again and again, not to hide it, but to keep them alive, like memory, like love, like guilt. They are horses. Some are painted in red, then traced again with black lines. Bison, drawn bold, painted in black, but engraved too, still feels like it's about to charge, like the artist couldn't stop once the lines start coming. Maybe there was few artists, between them hundreds or thousands of years. It's like the cave needed more than one voice to say the same thing, like a collision of ideas, of dreams, of eras, of cultures, of artistic styles. One crude black bison, rough, looks like a child would painted it. But even that one has a weight, it has a voice, and that voice matters. They are little human shapes, arms raised like they are praying or surrendering. They have masks, or maybe that's how they saw themselves. Not people, not animals, but something in between. Hybrids, spirits, shamanic shadows flickering in the torchlight. One is 60 centimeters high, two others are 40. It seems like they are scattered randomly, never alone, always near the animals, as they belonged together, as they were speaking the same language. These figures mean something. It's a moment, a ceremony. Maybe someone went into the cave to ask for a child, or success in hunt, or to speak to someone who died. This isn't decoration, this is ritual. This is religion before the word existed. The birdman of Altamira. There are no books about him, just a few references. He's got a beak of a bird, the body of a man, and an erection like a flag. No shame, no hesitation. He's not hiding, he's claiming something. Was he a sorcerer, a spirit? Did someone draw him during a trance? You don't draw that unless it means something. Let me know in the comments what you think. Your answer, your guess, is good as any. The birdman is not alone. Their radiant shapes, maybe huts, maybe stars, maybe souls lit up from within. This is the power of art. It tells a story, even though we don't understand it. This cave is a message. The people of Altamira hunted, sang, dreamed, loved, laughed. They made art, not to be seen, but to be felt by someone like me, someone like you, thousands of years later. What survived is intention. What survived is vision. What survived is us. Picasso was right. After Altamira, everything is decadence. They didn't just paint it to remember the world. They painted to remake it, to relive it again. So next time you lift a pencil, or carve a line, or whisper your story, remember, you are not alone. You never were. If you watch this much, thank you. You can support me for $1 per month. Links are provided. Please subscribe, like, and comment. It will help this channel grow. Thank you.